This field was home to legends like Molino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. About to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to beat him to the left. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He's up to 41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Leaves it with the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also...
Touchdown, Midshipmen! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dumps it to the back. The short hands, it's Jackson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do...
Turning on the Jets. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop. The 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Direct snap. Hard running there. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that
breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. He's now up to 66 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's 4. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
On the screen. Gain of 14. And that's a first down for the offense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Husker! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Florida. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Past the first down marker and still running. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He'll throw on third down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down. Looking for more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. Punch it out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down coming up.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn it.
There he goes. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out route. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Here comes the heat. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback trying to scramble around for a while, and the defense able to bring him down.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
He's got it on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heel off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gonna run it. It's 4th. He now has 110 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll go right back to him. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Good enough for a first down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Total leather and get this second half started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments.